I thought I'd do a little November hay update. Got a customer coming to pick up a trailer load of hay. Right here's the load of hay. Customer had a little malfunction. They came in here last night and bought hay, and but had trouble with his lights, and it was dark and cold, so went home, and he's come back today to get his load. There's 136 bales on here, 100 bales of second cut hay, and 36 bales of first cut hay. This second cut was right in here. First cut came off that stack right over there. And he's here now, so let me help get him hooked up, and then we'll resume. All right, the customer's pulling out with his hay, and I don't know if you can see it or not. He's going around that hay wagon. But nice fifth wheeler and a Dodge four-wheel drive truck. And we got a nice wide gate up there, 2 gates wide. But here's the cavity that he left. And so again, he took first cutting hay off of here and second cutting hay from right there. So this customer was from some 2.5 hours away. So when he went home last night, he had to come back this morning to pick up his wagon. But I don't blame him for not wanting to run, in the middle of the night with a trailer with no lights. So this is the first kind of significant hay sale we've had in a while. And, for us, 20 to 50 bales is a pretty good sale. That's typically what our customers take, and then they come back repeatedly and get another 50 and another 50 or another 20, that kind of thing. And so hopefully he'll come back, but he is a long ways away, 2.5 hours one way. Our first cutting hay is just unbelievably nice. You look at this stuff, I mean, it's so soft. We cut it early. We probably needed to wait another 2 weeks, but with the rain and the weather windows that we had, we felt like we needed to get it up when we did. I parked my John Deere outside last night. It was sitting in here, but with this trailer in here, I had to move the John Deere outside. This is the other end of our barn. Our hay sales, to say the least, are pathetic right now. We have a glut of hay in the area, probably within a 100-mile radius, and everybody and their brothers got hay, round bales and square bales, and so we're being undercut on price somewhat significantly. The fellow that just came, they bought hay based on the quality in our forage test results. I'm going to be bush hogging this down here probably over the course of the next month or so, and I got a couple piles out there to burn. There's a wagon running gear over there. I'll be transforming that into a kicker wagon hopefully this winter, and hoping to get somebody in here to pluck the rest of these autumn olives out of the ground. I've got some video where a guy tried with a backhoe and a thumb and was pretty successful with it, and I'll be putting that up on YouTube here before too long. I've got a customer that's already paid for 100 bales. They'll probably come off of that stack of first cutting, and that'll put a nice dent right there. And we'll continue to peel these bottom bales back and stack them over here out of the way, so we can pull some equipment in here and kind of get it out of the weather. These are second cut. These bales right here are second cut, and I didn't pull those out because we're about ready for an avalanche right here. I'm thinking next year what we might do is, instead of filling up the sides of the barn like we typically do, we typically fill up the sides and then we start stacking in the middle so we can kind of keep the drive-through open. But what I'm thinking about next year is stacking all the way across the floor and as high as we can go. And I'll probably add an elevator so we can get up, so we're not throwing hay up. And just fill in the back of this barn all the way to the corner of that door. And then I'll probably come on down this side of the barn. And the idea here is to bring wagons in, just push them in and unload from the front, back them up and go out that side door. And that way we can park machinery in here parallel, so we can get it out of the weather and take it out of here when we need it. And I think if we go all the way up, which I want to go near the bottom of the trusses this next year, we may not need as much space on this side of the barn, and we can put some equipment in here out of the rain. I think I've mentioned in just about every video, we got to get those pallets out of here. We got a lot of cleanup to do. There's some more running gear over there I want to build into kicker wagons. Got some old scaffolding here that's got to go, and we just need to clean up around here. Laying out in those weeds is a bunch of just scrap sheet metal parts from this barn. I'm going to round that stuff up, sort through what I want to keep and what I want to get rid of. A couple of barrels over there, just kind of trashy around this barn right now. We definitely want to clean this up because the customer, horse customer, the looks is everything with people that buy hay for horses. But for us, that's where the money's at, and that's our market. Here's a little view of the hay from the side door, and that last customer, he took enough hay to get it where we can actually walk through here a little bit. And I might actually move a little bit of this hay over to the right. My intent is to back the Massey Ferguson 1105 in here. Here's the John Deere 48 and pan kicker, and I kind of got it tucked in between a couple of stacks of hay. And again, like I was talking about earlier, I'd like to next year try stacking hay all the way across the front of this barn and go up as high as we can and just work our way back. And then we don't have to do this trick right here trying to park equipment in the barn and out of the weather. I'm hoping to upgrade my sprayer. I'd like a bigger tank. I'm actually thinking about using one of these 300-gallon totes that you see, and putting it on a small running gear. We got an old piece of running gear over there that might be suitable for that, and scavenging my booms off of it. And these booms are 20 feet wide. We can't go a whole lot wider because our ground is so lumpy and rolly that it'll drive one of the booms into the ground when it pitches. And if we get it too high, then the spray kind of wants to drift away. So that's kind of the hay update for November. We're just a few days shy of December, and got a lot of things to do. Even though there's a glut and our sales are kind of in the tank, we are getting some interest. I'm getting some emails and phone calls, and people are showing a little more interest in hay. And I've had a couple people tell me that their supplier is out. I got another friend that he does hay, square bales and round bales. He's probably I'd say 80 miles away to the northeast, and he's been getting some inquiries, and one of his customers told him that their normal supplier is out of hay. So again, we'll take a quick look at some of this first cut. I mean, this is some really good hay right here. This is just unbelievably nice hay. And with that, that's our hay update for November. Feel free to comment subscribe, hit the like button, and we'll talk to you later.